In an age shaped by speed, endless distractions, and accelerating tech dominance, rising loneliness and disconnection have become defining conditions of modern life. Hands down, the deepest healing is profoundly nonlinear. It doesn't always look like the breakthrough, relationship, economic success, or expansion we imagined we wanted. Sometimes it's resting when you think you should be producing, grief when you thought you'd be celebrating, confusion, definitely impatience, frustration, slowing down even when it's so hard to rest, relationships changing, letting go of some altogether. Not everyone is growing at your pace or your specific direction and missions. Not everyone deserves your attention anymore. Old identities dissolving, let the heaviness fall. Something lighter to be revealed through curiosity and presence. Feeling like you're somehow moving backwards, scroll instead of start, plan instead of move. You watch other people build the life you want while some invisible force keeps you frozen in place. Despite the challenges, life is quietly preparing you for what you truly desire. Here's what no one tells you about the unconscious activation of your ancestral DNA. This activation points to an eager circuit in your brain, known as the seeking circuit, which has been dimmed by a vow you may not even remember making. Deep within your prefrontal cortex lies a system designed for wonder, fueled by dopamine. This system was built to propel you toward discovery, growth, meaning, and the pure joy of learning something new. When this system is healthy and functioning optimally, you feel drawn to life rather than feeling compelled to push yourself through it. However, if this system has been suppressed, you may find yourself experiencing the same feelings you're experiencing right now. Integration occurs when the mind, body, and energy harmoniously blend together and feel whole through feeling safe. When I set out to be mentored by brilliant Sarah Payton, little did I know her work would be the foundation of any personal development service I carted thereafter. Let's explore the specific aspects of your motivation that cause struggles and how this process unfolds to free you and your purpose. We are born with 7 primal emotional circuits. Today, we explore the seeking circuit and the profound influence of the emotional seeking circuit on your spiritual journey and how to navigate it with intention. The seeking system doesn't just turn off randomly. It shuts down when your brain learns that curiosity is dangerous. If asking questions led to conflict, if excitement was met with criticism, if wanting something made you vulnerable to disappointment, then your younger self made a brilliant calculation. It's safer not to seek. And an unconscious vow took root. Something like, I must always have the right answers before I begin. It's not safe to ask questions. My curiosity is a distraction from what's responsible. These aren't flaws, love. Simple survival strategies. Your younger self needed them, but they are not permanent truths. They are old contracts that can be acknowledged, honored, and gently released when you're ready. Your brain is searching for the same thing it always was. It's just searching under layers of protection that were supposed to keep you safe. Dopamine is the neurochemical that powers this entire system. When something captures your interest, dopamine fires. When you learn something new, dopamine fires. When you move towards something meaningful, dopamine fires. But here's the key. If your brain has learned that the things you reach for hurt you, that curiosity leads to shame, that wanting leads to loss, it stops releasing dopamine in response to possibility. Not because you're broken, because you were brilliant. Your nervous system said, if seeking causes pain, we'll stop seeking. Problem solved. Except the problem isn't solved. You're just living in a fog, disconnected from the very system that makes life feel like life, alive and hopeful. I co-created an audio journey with Empathic to meet you exactly where you are, right now. It's a frequency-based experience designed to create spaciousness in your nervous system, room for your natural curiosity to resurface without pressure, without performance, without needing to already know where it's going. Listen here. The journey is called The Path of Curiosity, and it's guided by Empathica, your unconscious emotional circuit breaker. She is full of wisdom and understands that your apathy isn't the problem. Your apathy is the downstream effect of a brilliant protective mechanism that doesn't serve you anymore. At the end of the audio journey, I offer a practice you can take with you. Ask one question this week that you don't need the answer to. Not for work, not for productivity, just for the pure, childlike pleasure of wondering. Let your brain remember what it feels like to seek without stakes. If you want to go deeper with tangible blocks and frustration in your life, I offer you the one and only generative trauma informed, science backed guide. This is for you if you're ready to understand which emotional circuits may be calling for your attention, which old vows are ready to be released. The next era of you is returning and reawakening networks in your brain that were always designed to make you feel alive and giving them permission to turn back on. You are not stuck, love. You are simply remembering how to want again. And that is the bravest kind of beginning. Love, Cassandra dive into the subconscious seeking circuit and discover how it affects our desire for happiness and spiritual fulfillment. P.S. Find the full emotional circuit healing audio journeys here for free.